Well, hey, Planet Coaster, we're back. Cotlamby here, and it is time to look at our new park, which has now got a name. There's Spooky Land, and I've built this B&M inverted coaster, which is going to be in an area called Volcano Cove. It doesn't look much like a volcano at the moment, but it will. It will. By next episode, you'll be saying, wow. So, I've got a name, Lockdown Land. Building this place during lockdown, so I'm calling the theme park Lockdown Land, where the fun never starts, because it's a lockdown. So let's just have a quick ride of this now. This is obviously riding it when there is no volcano. It will at this point be descending deep in underground, and then need to move that support there for the monorail. It will then go up inside the volcano. Still, it will kind of pop out at the top. There's going to be a volcanic eruption going on right next to it, and then you go down and round and inside the volcano in a journey through smoke and fire and all the other pyrotechnic effects that came with the Spooky Pack. This is pretty cool. I do like this kind of ride. This is one of my favourite types of roller coasters, where you sit under the track. Whee! It's quite fast, and at this point you'll be inside a volcano. I'm going to build around it. I originally tried building a mountain and then using the tunneling tool to go through it all, but it just didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build, and then I'm going to build over it. The terrain tool in this game is fantastic for kind of building everything around and allowing the envelope around the ride so people don't get their hands chopped off. Apart from when you build bushes and things, it doesn't account for scenery, so you can decapitate someone with some scenery. Although they don't actually decapitate, there should really be a plugin where you can do that. You have actual guest deaths and things, and fires and all the kind of disasters. Anyway, this is quite a good ride. It's reasonably short. No, it's not, is it though? Actually, it's alright. I'd say it's a medium length inverted coaster. Operates with 3 cars. It has enough block sections there to actually operate with 4. But I'm going to operate it with 3. What I'm finding at the minute is that my park, and I have actually finished this volcano, which is how I can tell you that it looks very nice. I've got the guest numbers up to about 3,500, apart from in this sandbox mode when all my mechanics quit, and it goes down again because all the rides stop working and I don't notice for ages. Right, that's looking really nice in there. We'll go back in there when I build a new ride. I've done something. Look, yay! I put some shops inside. So I'll show you those in a minute, but as you can see, this coaster, I've started to build around it now. I've built around the station, and you can see where the walkway's going to be kind of like a cave that you walk through inside. There's some toilets down there, and there's also some shops and retail units there. The lighting's going to be red, more or less, apart from in the station when there's going to be a little bit white. So, just to give you a little taste of what's going to happen, let's just go back on this now. I'll just show you this first, but I'm not going to show you the full ride again because it's not finished yet. I'll show you that next video. We'll do the full ride. You go down, and as you can see, GeForce Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. You go down, and you can see already, just with a little bit of covering there, it's becoming quite cave-like. Again, you still need to move that bit of monorail. That post will not be nice to guests. And you can see where I've built it up at the top as well, and around the sides. A little bit later on, Blue Peter style, let's shift forward a little bit more. We've got the monorail there going in, interacting. We've got some coloured smoke and other scenery, which is showing you, in no uncertain terms, that this is a very hot volcano-y type place. Added a little bit more scenery down there. This looks a lot better when it's finished at the end, when it's all lit as well. I'm going for a pirate theme. This is a volcano. On one side, you start to get the kind of pirate feel. When you come out the other side, there's actually going to be a cove and a bay, and you will have pirate ships and pirate themed areas. There'll be a big pirate themed area there where we are now. The volcano-y bit is like a transition that you go through, but there is volcanoes and pirates seem to go together quite nicely, I think. Right, we need another ride. We're going to have one flat ride, which is that flat ride you see on the bottom left there, and then we're going to have 2 coasters, and these 2 coasters complement each other. This is going to be a dive coaster, so again, quite high capacity ride. It's going to go up into the volcano. That doesn't work, does it? That's in the wrong position. Let's just start that again. Put it in there. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'm going to build around it. So loads and loads of stuff built around it. So this again will have a pre-show. So when you get to the top, you'll have a pre-show. Actually, I'm going to change that down there. Right, there you go. So I put a block section there down at the bottom. The idea there is that one of the problems I have with this game so far is loading and unloading has been a pain in the backside. So it takes too long to get guests off a roller coaster and then put more guests on. Now I learned this the hard way with the haunted house shoot up dart ride. I have actually been back and I've altered that. I'll show you it in another video when we go back over there to build the drop tower ride in the middle. But basically the guests were going off the rides, walking for ages, going up to you, and only then, when they'd left the platform, would the game allow the next guests on board. Big problem. So I've moved the exit the other side of the car so that people only need to take 2 steps and they're off the ride platform and the next load of people can go on. Well, the idea here is that if there's another car ready to go to the station, I don't want that queuing. So when a ride car is full on this ride, the ride car will move forward into like a holding section, and then the car behind it can move forward, unload and reload with people. They do it at Oblivion at Alton Towers. That's when they do like 2 cars at once. They load 2 at once, they move forward. One goes up the lift hill and one goes into a waiting zone. The next 2 cars can then go in. So at the top, as you can see, we flash forward again. I've actually put quite a bit of rock work on now. This is going to be like a little pre-show. So you'll get to the top, you'll get held at the top, and the reason you're getting held at the top is because you're waiting for the car in front of you to clear the block section. Okay. While you're held at the top, there's going to be pyrotechnics, there's going to be smoke. We really want to scare the bejesus out of the guests that they're about to go into a volcano. Then you'll go forward, and then after that, well, let's have a look at that. Okay, so you're going to get to the top here. At this point, you won't be able to see anything around you. The park will be invisible because all these walls, these rock walls, are going to be built up. You'll get stopped there for a little bit longer than that, and then you'll go forward quite slowly. All this is going to be on fire. There is going to be a trigger here, so that when you get next to the edge, the whole volcano erupts. So there's a huge explosion of pyrotechnics, flamethrowers, flames. For the guest on the ground, that's going to look particularly good because it means every few minutes the ride or the volcano will erupt with pyrotechnic effects. You'll then go round the edge of the volcano, nice and close to the edge. There's nothing that gives you a better feeling of speed than being close to things. And then round again, up, and then through this block section, which is just round the corner here. This section will be outside the ride, the rest of it will be inside the cave. So there are very small amounts of this ride which are actually outside after you've gone down that drop. And then you go into this last section. Now, the whole station is going to cover this section, so this will actually be in the station now. You go over the queue line, so the people in the station will be able to see this bit. You then go back down and you interact with the monorail. Not quite yet. You go back under the ride again. Nice little head chopper. Where's the monorail? Have I built it yet? Yes, I was there. So you'll interact with the monorail after another twist over the station, another part of the queue line, and there's going to be flamethrowers and stuff. You interact with the monorail on the right, interact with the queue on the left, and then back down and into the station, where you should be able to get straight off the ride. There shouldn't be any hold-ups except when the ride, of course, is broken down. Boo-hoo. Yeah, that's the problem I've had, that all my mechanics quit, because I'm not doing any park management because I'm too busy building. I really should just pause it, but I like having the guests kind of running around. So I'm going to open this shortly and see how many people I get on it. As you can see, the next car in front is onto that holding block, ready to go up. And there's no delay at all, and that'll start going up as soon as this other one's cleared the block section. So it's a nice layout, it's quite a big layout. So, just the final part of this video, because this is a short one. I broke this down into kind of 2 10-minuters instead of having one massive 20-minute. And you can see here, I'm just going to build this up so that the people who are on it can't see anything outside the park. GeForce Now, quick update, been a bit patchy this week. I've had a lot of strobing on the screen and stuff. Weird connection issues with it. I did try and connect over the mobile network as well last week, and that was a massive fail. It did not like that. Free and EE, just neither of them have got the speed, or it's the latency that's the problem to actually get this running. But on Sky Broadband, super fast broadband, 50 meg down, it's running fine, it's not a problem at all. Now I've successfully played this game now for many hours, and it hasn't really missed a beat at all. So yeah, really happy with that, and it's still free as well, because I still, despite me wanting to pay them, cannot give them any money, because the founders' subscription is sold out, because they need to have more capacity. Yeah, I can always get on. Yeah, go figure. Anyway, that's going to be the main section, and when you see it down there, it is going to look like a volcano, not just like a funnel. It looks like a funnel at the minute. It is going to go all the way. It will look like a volcano. I'm just leaving these gaps so I can actually get in and do things to the ride still. But you will see that change next video very quickly, and the theming is amazing, and the special effects and everything. This turns out pretty good. So make sure you come back next time just to see how good it turns out. And yeah, thanks for visiting Lockdown Land, and I hope you are enjoying Lockdown. I'll try to. And playing lots of video games and doing lots of work and being constructive. That's what this is a good opportunity for, to be constructive. Yes. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you did like the video, give it a like. Maybe leave a comment saying that was cool, or I hope this turns out well. See you next time for the completion of Volcano Pirate Cove place at Lockdown Land, where the fun never stops.